We are back. We have to be back because it's CouchCapades time.
I don't think I like this.
You shouldn't.
I don't know if I signed up for this.
You shut your pie hole.
Welcome back to CouchCapades. Hello, you sexy beasts.
What's going on? I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever gotten a pop-up saying that somebody is online.
I think I'm signed in as well. I don't think we signed me out.
Yeah, that was your color.
That was my color.
That was your color.
Yeah.
Do I need to sign you out?
That's fine. I think we'll be okay. Well, no, actually, yeah, it might double down on the pop-ups of I'm going to get points now. So yeah, just sign me out real fast. Didn't think about that.
The behind the scenes.
Did not think about that. All right.
There we go.
Bye, me. All right, there we go. Cool, sweet. Now we're ready.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Do we remember what we were doing?
Yeah, we just went back to the locker room and found out that Chihiro is a boy.
It's a boy. That's right. Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Like, what did we do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go.
Stuff.
Well, there we go, Monokuma. Thank you.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick it up from there.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not looking at the screen when I remembered what was going on.
I wasn't either, and then I turned on and I saw the highlighted boy, and I'm like, oh, hey, thanks, Monokuma.
Go figure. Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my
I
mind.
don't think it crossed anyone's mind, Makoto.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
They were so cute, too. Chihiro.
Oh, yeah. Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Called all the dogs to the yard. So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim that was killed in the boys' locker room and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So, Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible. Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body. He didn't have the hips. His hips lied.
Oh my god. British.
I know. Pop. Oh, this is the most titillating situation.
Don't like that you said that, by the way.
Titillating?
Titillating.
Titillating?
Top of the morning titillating.
Oh, top of the titillating morning to you.
Oh my god.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear. Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever, we still think you're the killer. Remember? Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya is the killer? Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But sometimes I think.
God damn it.
camera stopped and I just had to take advantage of it.
Sometimes I think.
Just period. End of statement.
Everyone looks around like, is this guy real? What the hell's happening?
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
But, what? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like, he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him. And you think that might be because it don't got nothing to do with him? Are you crazy?
Stay perfect, Celeste. Stay perfect.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too, how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. Fred. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking.
So, that's your thinking, huh? Look at your thinking.
Does it
Good
hurt?
boy. Well, it bothers me that you don't have a more concrete reason, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being. Why not? Pourquoi pas? Mark it as correct? You're confusing Patrice and Patricia again, and they won't like that. He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to have some fun. I decided to alter it.
Are you fretting with us right now?
No, I am not fretting with anyone. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us. If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why'd you do that to his body?
That was a very weird angle.
It really was.
What? That's weird.
I don't know. My reasons hardly matter now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it? Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it for another 3 hours.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. Oh, we're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here. That's true. Very well then, I'm with you too. Even though our Lord and Savior Cthulhu will destroy us all.
Damn straight. Count me in on this Cthulhu plan. Do you not have a mind of your own?
No.
Of course I do. What am I? An ant or something? You think I go to a school of ants?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Some of the storytelling cracks me up because it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you could all die.
Yeah.
Just like,
just nice little afterthought.
our lives are on the line. Yeah, we know.
Let's
Like,
just put a pin in that for now.
Big Dick Daddy Biaki has already said it like 4 times. All right, we got it.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek? But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro?
You son of a bitch.
There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is Genocide Jack.
Knew it 100%.
The killer is a girl.
Those baps can be dangerous, like weapons.
The killer is a guy?
You know what? Maybe we go with that one first.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I think we should consider this Genocide Jack.
You know, we can
business.
waste as much time as you want.
I have 2 more minutes that I can waste.
Swear to God, this bit will kill me. I will become the one.
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Oh, God. Celeste's account. What is Celeste? Celeste had...
She saw Chihiro in the,
Yeah, so there's not a single clue. She saw Chihiro get the, tracksuit.
Yeah, she has a tracksuit.
One thing. Did nobody get a look at the killer? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now. Someone saw the victim at some point, even though that might be enough for now. Okay. Let's try this. No. Sorry, Hina.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought that would be it. Okay.
Yeah. There's no single clue. There's at least 5 somewhere. These are one thing, but nobody got to look at the killer. Well, you're staring at the killer right now. If someone saw the killer, they would have said something. That might be enough for now. Any kind of new info? Oh yeah, this is only halfway through.
Yeah.
It's over. It's all over.
Yeah, that's right.
You wanna know who saw the victim? Killer. And only the killer. It's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game. Gamma. Over.
Okay, so it's the first one.
No, it's the last one.
There was no last one. We did the...
It's the last yellow one.
Oh, okay.
Or do you think it's this one? Should I try?
I mean, Celeste's account might be a clue. Oops.
Well, so much for that.
Missed it by that much.
I held it for as long as I could, but we didn't get a fast enough answer. That's okay. I honestly think that it's at the end of this second line.
Okay. Like the who saw the killer or whatever, or...
Yeah. So victim.
Huh, there you go.
Let's try this. Yes.
Bullshit.
Rink. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think? Celeste? Wow, that's a name that Makoto hasn't said very much.
No.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really? Scooby Snack?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That's why you're all making such ugly noises. It's a horror a cacophony in my ears.
Cacophony. Nice.
Cacophony in my ears.
There's
in my ear holes.
There's your ACT word for the CouchCapades video. Whatever, just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before nighttime, I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Again, there's that angle.
Yeah. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene. It seems like the culprit destroyed them all to get rid of the evidence.
And that's when he said something that struck me as rather odd. I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone was waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaka was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together. But Ian and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined. Probably because he was afraid you'd find out a secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Even so, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed. Oh, what a marvelous friendship. It's hard for me to switch accents like that.
Yeah.
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was. But what we know, knowing what we know, I can't even guess. Kyoko, could you help me out? No, you already have what you need to make the connection. Hey, Kyoko, could you stop being a bitch long enough to help me?
I like how she's like, I am the game master. I have all the pieces. They're all there. And in my head, I've put them together.
I'm just like, Kyoko, you could save us all from being murdered. Why does Makoto have to make these decisions? Huh? You know who the killer is. Really?
I mean, seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket. Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Why is that hard to say?
Think back to the track jacket. Yeah, there's a little bit. It's a little bit of a tongue.
I'm sorry, it's a what?
Don't even. I was like, please, for love of God, just don't. Just don't with what I said, okay? It's a tonger.
It's a little bit of a tonger.
It's a little bit of a tonger. Good Lord.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who is waiting for him. Are you sure about that? I don't think so. You really think we can figure out who done it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't even have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something? Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Speak for yourself, Taka. Not that I know how to use it.
I was like, what?
I've been fingerprinted.
I have 2. You're pretty.
I'm just saying, Kyoko seems like she would know stuff, you know?
Okay.
as was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from. Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out. Easy for you to say. I would love some peace and quiet because Patrice and Patricia just really get on my nerves sometimes. She just won't shut up. But fine, Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or the jacket or the donuts? There were donuts, right? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took. Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe.
You know, I wonder, like, could you not get enough information in a trial and screw this game up? Or is it more streamlined than I think?
It's more streamlined than you think. They pretty much, first of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. Like, they make sure that you hit certain points before they go to the trial. Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did? What do you mean the specific tracksuit? Got it. He picked the tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing. So what you're saying is the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him. My tracksuit is black. Thank you for sharing. Don't even have a tracksuit. Shocking. Because exercising sucks.
I mean,
I have a white tracksuit personally. Got it from the warehouse, if you must know. Thank you for sharing. Does any of that help us get closer to figuring out who the culprit is? No way, not a chance. Heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it. What he said now was really odd. How did he know something like that? Oh. He's on his way to go exercise. I think
what?
This one tripped me up a lot. I remember that. When did Celeste mention what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Oh, before
Chihiro.
Before
Celeste has not said what color the tracksuit was. Oh, dang it. How did Mondo know? That Chihiro's tracksuit was blue?
Exactly.
So now I have to wait for it to get back.
That's really crazy because I know we had to fast forward and that's so weird.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe it picks up in the next trial? I don't know.
No, press help. See, like, pause and see if it actually tells us.
I have to get through this first. Influence, focus, concentration. I've tried that. I swear I have. I hate everything.
You might have tapped it. I'll give you. I don't know if you like
everything.
Well, at least we're only on trial 2, so that's good.
Yeah.
And not like the last trial on comps like, guys, we looked it up for you and you just hit B and like, you could truly hate everything on that one.
Yeah. There.
Blue balls my ass. What?
Whoa. Hold on a second. Mondo, what did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said, I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise. She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit? As a matter of fact, it was blue. And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that? The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation. Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit, or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either, according to Celeste's testimony. She stuffed the jacket in her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone. When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was. It would appear you've dug your own grave. Perhaps, but you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit, and it'll be obvious who we met with. What a bunch of nonsense. Oh, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, and to put them on edge. I really don't like that particular expression.
Seriously, I love this expression.
It terrifies me.
It is perfect.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the beginning.
How?
But why? What made you so suspicious? That's a good question. It's because I hate him.
Jesus.
Have you seen that look? He's standing right next to me. I can't look at him right now.
He smells.
He smells bad. It was the way he was acting. It was the way he talked? Because he avoided using pronouns with Chihiro.
Well, the way he talks, remember, this a couple episodes ago, I pointed out the dude, dude, even though I know right now dude is a very, dude,
Yeah.
is not a thing, but I think at this time.
Yeah, because at the time, dude was more for guys.
Yeah.
Now it's either.
It's kind of depending on the person. So I think that the way he talked.
Fred. She looked very happy.
Yep. Nailed it.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as Dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Gotta pay attention to the people around you. Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful! We must find out if you weigh the same as a duck. Then we can burn you.
Oh my god!
Sorry, Monty Python reference. No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend. Ah! Mondo! Was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words into my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that. This is all a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky. That was fast? Well then. Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
I don't remember how I made him laugh.
Yeah.
My time has nearly come.
No, I'm over here rolling my eyes because of what he's saying, not because of... I thought your laugh for him was good.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me. What?
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence? Really? What kind of evidence? I love evidence.
Fred. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Just spit it out, dude.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us. If you really insist, then. Here it is.
What you got there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro?
Yeah, it has to be Chihiro. I think, didn't Byakuya say Chihiro's is missing? It should have been there.
Yeah, so it's either... Yeah, because Mondo's possibly broke from the baseballs.
That would have been... that's not Mondo.
Not Mondo.
Yeah. Leon.
Leon,
I was gonna
thank
say
you.
Ethan. I'm like, that's not right.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right? For a fact.
For a fact, indeed.
What?
Okay. I was totally sure I found it.
Then it must some hold.
You're turning into John. You're not supposed to do that.
I've been hanging out with you too much.
Damn.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping, but it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder. That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there's might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
That's what I want to know. How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. Exploiting a bug, hacking it, or hitting its weak point. I legitimately do not remember.
I think it's hitting the weak point. I mean, it's a cracked screen. Hacking it won't crack a screen.
Yeah. You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Nailed it. Ah, you remember that? Sure. Maybe I let it slip, but I never told anyone about the weak... Oh, anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, but two of them broke in quite quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks? I gotta get into the pool somehow! I gotta go swim some laps! I'm not very happy today.
Oh, well. I have a weakness for pushy demands, and you're kind of cute. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
I don't think I want to be called cute by you.
You know, too bad it already happened. Well then, then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
Dropping it on its corner?
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
Oh, yeah.
I flippin' knew it.
You knew it!
Yeah, because I found the handbook lying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
A little bit.
It's because your sweat evaporates. It creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Yeah, as your sweat evaporates.
Oh, as your square evaporates. You know, you're all squares. This sucks. Now, if the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Jeez.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel it burning when you move around.
I don't know if I ever want to be in a sauna.
I want to try a sauna once.
I want to try one. I'm concerned about this feeling burning when you move business.
So, when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
That being said, I would like to try a river rock massage.
River rock massage. I'm still going to do cryotherapy.
I know. You go for it. I don't want to deal with that cold.
Great to me. Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today. Well, that's a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning, the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it. I won't say it's not possible, but Who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
I might know someone who did.
What? Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Ugh.
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was... Definitely Genocide Gel. Should have gone the other way. Here he is.
There he is. Hey, what's up, man? Mondo, how you doing?
Mondo, you good, dude? Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Sorry, I actually completely forgot his voice.
I understand.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because he done it. Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember? Oh, I remember.
There's a lot of junk happening.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform
I
on.
wouldn't really call that a school uniform.
Maybe not uniform. Well,
It's clothes.
It kind of is a school uniform.
But no one else is dressed like that, though.
They're all dressed in their old school uniforms. Before they went to Hope's Peak, I think.
Oh, I thought they were just in clothes and...
I don't know.
Yeah, they
Guys, let us know in the comments.
like what is the school uniform of Hope's Peak? The closest one I thought was
Yeah.
Chihiro.
That's fair.
I was like,
I don't know.
he's just wearing a jacket.
They just all seemed like little... They had like little bits and pieces from like their old schools or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe.
But little did he realize he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Ah! No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof, the actual solid proof.
Oh, I love Taka. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Did I? Oh.
Make your argument.
The
broken
Brokeny
handbook, yeah, was.
Yeah.
'Cause no one knew. We all thought it was Leon's. I bet you it's
yeah.
Mondo's.
So, hold up. How do I change?
Why?
Probably. No, that's firing it. Loading it. I think it's the, okay, left bumper.
Left bumper. Okay.
Or, oh, bumper. Head reader. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Suck it, bitch!
Counter!
Pie hole! Stuff it.
Brick.
Actually, I want to open a pie shop, and I want to call it Stuff in Your Pie Hole.
You know, I can get behind that one.
I'm like, wait, we should open a pie shop. Or
I know I usually make fun of the ideas that you come up with of what to name future restaurant
but
or
Day Daddy will
whatever.
happen.
I'm still gonna make fun of that one. But stuff your pie hole?
Stuff, yeah.
Stuff in your pie hole?
Stuff it in your pie hole.
No, just stuff in your pie hole.
Stuff in your pie hole.
Is that stuff in your pie hole or is it stuff in your pie hole? It's a PetSmart dilemma.
The ultimate dilemma. The PetSmart dilemma.
Is it PetSmart or is it PetSmart? Is it stuff in your pie hole or is it stuff in your pie hole? The PetSmart dilemma.
The PetSmart dilemma. Food truck coming soon. Stuff it in your pie hole.
Stuff in your pie hole.
Stuff in your pie hole.
Stolfin.
Stuff in your pie hole. I need you to stuff in your pie hole.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The friend is that supposed to mean?
Nobody knows. The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Wow. So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes? But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited? You know, we already talked about this like 50 times.
Well, here's how I look at it. There's a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
I mean, not anymore.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Okay. Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
I'm happy to admit
I made a mistake. But
Son of a bitch!
What's wrong, bro?
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him you're wrong!
tell him
He's wrong!
You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
You're wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it up!
okay. Then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning? This means we're almost done.
This does mean I'm having a conniption fit right now on the couch. So I'm like, how many times? How many times do we have to say anything?
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
This is the
Should be the comic book.
comic book. Closing argument. Begin.
Okay.
Finish your thoughts.
So we have all of this. Celeste sees Chihiro, and Chihiro and points at the bag. Act 2. Chihiro's gonna have to get into the locker room. So Chihiro goes towards the boys and taps in.
Okay, yes.
Gets inside, sees somebody, shuts the door, and then realizes. Hold on. Maybe this one? Might be this. Let's try that. And then suddenly, all of a sudden, there's blood on it.
Yeah.
No, wait. Could be the chick. The flat-butted chick. Then there's a whole exchange of scene. They take down the poster. Get Chihiro. Go to the girls' room?
It's a little more confusing than I anticipated.
Maybe they go to the girls' room here? Let's see. Oh. Hold up. I think this one goes here.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that blank for
That's
a
fine.
minute. Okay. Oh. Hold up. I got this. They go to the girls. Where'd it go?
They go to the shit.
They go to the girls' room, and then they gotta put the poster up and put Chihiro on the ground, and then Byakuya the douche comes in, and he goes to get his extinking cord, and then gets the blood and writes on the wall,
Yeah.
leaves Chihiro there, and then there's some... Okay, the e-handbook ends up on the floor.
Is there one where it's opening, that one right there, opening the door?
Yeah. Or it might end up being that.
Okay.
Let's try this.
Let's see if this works.
You!
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. Yes, that something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? But she's not going to say anything.
No, we're like, oh god, oh, it's nice to see you, yeah, woo woo.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Don't look at my bag. Oh god.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who is apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of this case.
Oh, those two need to flip.
Yes. There. And there it is.
That was unclear.
Yeah.
I'll give you the pass on that. That one was like, I followed your logic on that one.
Start over. Okay, I can deal with this.
Oh my god, I can't believe you saw my delicates.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out. Even though it's nighttime, she made her way to the locker room, the boys' locker room. But okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I got scared. Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. Ha! It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approaching the unsuspecting Chihiro. Came up on Chihiro and attacked him. Didn't even see anything. Blood went everywhere, and that's where the blood stains on the poster and the carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
I'm glad they used splat on the floor and not on her face.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
That could have been bad times. Well, that could have brought some bad remarks. It was likely in the heat of the moment.
I like how the father like, hold on.
The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Yes. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster. Yes. And finally, carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Dun dun.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they'd brought with them, they got to work. This seems like a lot of work.
This seems like a lot of work.
They had to move the equipment in both rooms.
Yes.
They changed the layout of the boys and girls locker rooms, in which you might call a crime scene switch. I know things. I'm so smart. Then you have this douche. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya had to be a douche. He discovered the body and decided to be douchey in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Solidifying himself as a douche.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. Wow.
Very graphic on that one.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. So gross. Byakuya, you made this so uncomfortable. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. By the way, kudos to anybody who's listening to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Need to rearrange things. Okay. So that's the end of it.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
The pool?
Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
Oh, that's right. This is outside the
This is
sauna.
outside of the sauna, yeah.
I thought it was the pool. That's why I
Okay.
That's why I just dismissed it.
Oh, I was like, I don't remember the sauna being there. I didn't register that's what that was. I didn't even see
I didn't
it going through.
recognize that was the sauna room. Okay. Yeah, I think that's
That
still
should be
it.
it. Yeah.
You!
There we go. Good call.
Yeah.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade and douching everything up, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. How did the killer dispose of the things?
I think it's just we assume that they went and incinerated it.
But I thought Hifumi was still on trash duty. Guess not. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Oh, no. The other evidence is we saw Chihiro put their bag, his bag, I don't know how to pronounce it, his bag, into the locker. And that's when Mondo. So the bag technically is still in the locker.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electric gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. That's a terrifying face.
Those are both of them, actually.
Yes. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Complete! Ah! Wait. No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
Literally just laid it all out.
You need evidence, you need proof. Without proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial.
Swear to God, Makoto, if you say, let's go through this one more time, I will reach my ass into this TV itself and I will slap you.
If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will be clear.
A new element has been added to the Truth Bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time.
Let's not.
During a bullet time battle, if you press the right bumper, Fever Time will activate and the tempo will be forced to max.
You need to be paying attention.
I need to be
this.
paying attention to this. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss.
Okay.
So you can push a button however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. Fred. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. So make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access a special time, right?
Oh, of course not.
We've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, wow, that's hard to say.
Yeah.
Your tempo meter will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Oh God, I'm gonna have to turn it up.
Yep.
If you want to activate Fever Time at this point,
If you were to
activate Fever Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about.
Why would you be worried?
Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. I don't remember what we have.
I don't know.
Well then, good luck. Have fun.
There you go. John gets to do this part because I don't want to.
Was it right bumper?
I think so. Show me some evidence. Yura. Tempo up. I think you might have to hold the right bumper. I won't listen. False. I refute you. Why is your opponent Taka on this? Good, because you're running out of hearts.
Yeah, I forgot which buttons it was. So it's my fault.
All good. Wrong. No, I can't do this. Hit my bro. Final strike.
Show me some evidence.
Why?
It's fine. It's fine. God. What?
It's why.
I know. I have this.
Got scared.
Don't get scared. I just forgot why I was shooting. So that's why I was dying real fast. That's my fault. But I caught us back up. We're good.
That's fine. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Did we not say this?
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we
don't get to do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
No! Hey, we got it. Did we? We got an A!
Nice.
Yes!
Nice.
We even got some, coins.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man.
It's no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
Go ahead, Monica.
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict. Roger that. Wait, hold on. No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever, and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the Black End this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wow. And now Taka has to vote for his friend. There he is.
Armadillo Head has been found guilty. Roadkill time, bitches.
Ow.
Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. Fred, in case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru? You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Yeah.
Fred.
It's a lot.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text.
Okay.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extremely inferior complex regarding his own lack of strength.
He had a what?
He had an extreme inferiority complex.
Ah.
Yeah. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into his weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had to choose that way. He had chosen that as his way out.
Nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and it was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Will somebody please get some WD-40? Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
Right.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack. The armor would fall away.
Aww.
Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet,
I'm sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So, maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, and I can tell everyone instead of just the dogs.
That's right. So many dogs followed little Chihiro everywhere he went. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery
The threat of discovery
to motivate himself to become stronger.
There you go.
That's right. Now's my chance. I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retain his body and mind.
Retrain.
Retrain. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Aww.
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to talk to the person,
Tell that
person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to,
Yeah, that's right.
it was me. Yep, it sure was. You're a douche too. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. Oh, you're such a big man.
Wow.
So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Fred.
Yep.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. My favorite part of this trial is how I, a ghost, can give you my perspective in this. So, I went and asked Mondo to help me become strong.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come to that. Don't know why I slowed down on that one. Wow.
It's all good. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
There you go, Makoto. You did it first try. Good job.
That's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he done?
No. That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed.
Clear as mud. I'm with you.
Fred!
Why? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you guys, why did you?
Did you want me to pull
Nah,
that
don't
up?
worry about it. You messed up. No.
I did.
Fred, because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it, after all. the possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad!
What? Maybe there is?
Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible!
How many times must I repeat myself?
Oh, you're still here, Byakuya?
To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Yes, I am still here. I cannot leave until the execution. Let's move this along.
Actually, you know, that's not a bad phrase, Byakuya. To judge people by your own standards is folly.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Actually, you know what? I retract my douchiness to you right now, okay?
It's slightly less douchey.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Still very
all of it.
douchey.
You get 1 point less douchiness right now, Byakuya. Congratulations.
Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you?
Wow.
That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what, Mondo? He killed his own brother. Ah! Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone.
Right?
Mondo's older brother's name was
Daya.
Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo even got on a motorcycle.
So cool.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up, so he was the only one Mondo could trust or respect.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Hold on. Water.
Yep. Gotta pause for drinks.
He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang.
His older brother had put up all these bikers.
Look, he was a nice guy. Room and board, breakfast every morning. It was a great time. Wow. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country.
Ooh.
Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, there was the Alpha, the Omega, and Monokuma. Everything was peaches and gravy. Don't try that. That sounds disgusting.
But what about Cthulhu? You said there's the Alpha, the Omega, and Monokuma, but what about
In the beginning,
Cthulhu?
There was the Alpha, the Omega, Monokuma, and Cthulhu.
Got it.
We played Twister all the time. And then Cthulhu and Mondo kicked out the Alpha and the Omega.
Wow.
But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya's created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride.
Can someone like that really be our leader?
All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why I gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
So his brother
Was
was
retiring.
retiring.
Yes.
Okay.
What a way to go.
Sure.
But during the race, tragedy struck.
Okay.
The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly,
No!
they were called the Crazy Diamonds. I think we could have come up with a better name.
No. There he is, the cool older brother.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. Send nudes. No.
Wow.
My bad, kid. I fretted up. Sigh. Of course. He knew it was his brother's fault, but Diane never blamed him for what happened.
Sure.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. This is the ultimate retirement party.
Seriously.
Cause it's the team. You and me put together. It's a promise between men. I know how many more times I'm gonna be dying in this scene.
Seriously.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang.
I still see that as being overall an accident. Unless Mondo deliberately got in front of the truck.
Knowing that Dia would do that, that's an older brother just being an older brother.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident.
There you go.
And as a result,
so I understand accepting that blame and grief.
yeah, that's fine. But
he did take it to an extreme.
Yes. The team he made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Dia was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed.
Wow.
Damn, dog. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. You lie to yourself long enough, it does become truth in your own head canon. Most dangerous thing of all, headcanon. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. I'm an independent woman who don't need no man. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Damn, I am dragging this shit out.
Seriously.
And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. And at that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret.
I'm sorry, what was his secret again?
Mondo killed his older brother.
Can you say that again? I tuned out. Can we back up and tell that whole story again?
So there was this one time that this little bitch of an armadillo wanted to be stronger than his brother.
No. Back to Chihiro.
Oh. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out.
Yeah.
If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why I
Mondo!
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, I had my head filled up with
I had my head filled.
I had my head filled to the brim with corn. It's on the front now. My head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness, and it just started swirling around like the corn on my head. I'd never felt nothing like it before. I wanted to go I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety on my head, way down in my stomach and on my head. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him.
Ah.
Right there, he told me his secret. Seriously? Jesus!
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
What? Why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because I mean, if you kept that secret all this time, right? Or you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would.
But you're right. I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
We got two really squeaky people talking to each other right now. Just realized that.
His words were like a knife in my gut.
That's me. Shut up. Stop it. That's me.
My bad.
Mine. My words.
Nobody else has had blue words up to now.
I know.
I'm sorry.
His words were like a knife in my gut.
Hey, look, there's Flatbutt over there.
Okay. It felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
Right? So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying that if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jelly donuts.
Did somebody say donuts? I could go for a donut right now. I don't know if I want jelly filled though.
Jealous of Chihiro's strength.
Maybe a lemonade one?
A lemonade donut?
Yeah, why not?
Ugh. I don't know, that sounds good.
He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it.
I finally made you try the lemon donut.
I don't remember this.
It was at the nighttime donut place.
Oh yeah, that donut was actually pretty good. I like that donut, yeah.
It was the kind of strength I'd never had. I was so jealous of him that I busted his skull, and that jealousy broke me.
Clearly.
Are you making fun of me?
Oh, God.
I'm strong. Are you flirting with me right now?
No, I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do?
Let the corn out.
What's a corn hob? What was I supposed to do? $5.99 on only corn. I was supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my finger in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you. I'm stronger than Daya.
And Chihira's like, who's Daya?
I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, I was laying at my
I'm sorry, who was?
Oh, my bad.
When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood.
I was laying at my own feet.
Covered in my own blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground.
Hey! Fred! I killed him!
I killed Jake.
I killed Chihiro! Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've ever been.
Thanks to that, I did something I can never.
Weird breath, sorry. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. I had to double check and see if that was mine.
That's fair.
He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret.
And he was a little bitch.
No, that he's scared to be weak.
Yeah.
A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded.
Playa, that'd be cold-blooded.
Damn it.
Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another human being in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again. I dare you.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I don't have the right. I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
So close now. Punishing?
You mean execution?
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the ultimate bike gang leader.
No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Jeez.
I said wait.
Taka, you good, boo? That's a lot of tears.
Fred,
Sorry,
Very juicy.
sorry, man.
I couldn't.
I couldn't keep the promise we made for one man to another. From one man to another. Mondo Owada has been found guilty.
Time for the punishment.
I don't remember his. Oh no, now I remember. And again, if you need to look away, these do get a little intense. Monokuma has the Mondo hair.
I am an armadillo. Armadillo Monokuma.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Armakuma?
Ew.
The cage of death.
Yep, not okay. Whew. Wow. He's a little dizzy and electrified. Okay.
Some of the shit is like a straight acid trip.
Yes.
Oh, this whole thing is, but
Yes. From pink blood
to
just everything.
I sort of got. I thought the lion shot fire out at him too.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Mondo butter.
Gross.
It's part of a balanced breakfast.
Ew. Not okay.
Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace.
It can't be my brother from another mother.
Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might get mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, Taka. You get your juicy cry out. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again.
Another one bites the dust.
But he, of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Byakuya! Why are you a douche? You're completely insane! You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead! Do you realize that? Of course I do. But this game is life or death. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Why? Isn't it obvious? I was bored.
I mean,
And I wanted to make things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. So, you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it. Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. How did he get inside?
also, well, I guess the blackened wouldn't count as finding the body. Because two people find the body.
3.
I thought it was 2.
3, because they didn't make the announcement until Hifumi came in.
Oh,
Because it was Byakuya and Makoto looking at Chihiro, and then Hifumi came in, freaked out at the body, and that was when the body announcement.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I'm like, the blackened probably doesn't count as finding the body. I would assume, but I thought it was 2, and I'm like, okay, well,
I think it's 3.
okay. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up. So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But damn, man, and damn, Daniel, if you hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
Yeah? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before I'd reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I decided to become the Blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What? So that was your reason. Are you satisfied? Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Damn, Kyoko.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
Apparently. You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like them? But, you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
Huh? We're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
What do you mean? Where is she?
Mean? 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 Mean. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever. It does not matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me.
Oh, sorry.
I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Togame family, for which victory is the foregone conclusion.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. You like that deep cut? That fourth wall breaking? You're damn right you do. No trash mob for you.
Not wrong. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
That's a very long I will kill you. Come on, buckaroo. You can do better than that. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
So creepy. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. How did I know? Because more than one of us was still alive. The killing game would still continue. Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. Neither would these douches around me. They just keep on killing. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us.
Christ. Very descriptive.
All of our courage, our efforts, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. The kind where you give up all hope.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, Isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charged forward at a speed nothing can match. Hope can match. Whoa, what the hell? Fear and speed charge forward at the speed nothing can hope match. Whoa. Just skip it. I don't care. Just keep on going.
All good.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Fred.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it?
The 16th high school student? I mean...
That's not Monica.
Oh, it's not. I'm sorry. The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ah! My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied, because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
I think I remember who that is.
I don't actually at all. Boys, Life of Despair, Chapter 2 done.
The end.
We did it. And another one bites the dust.
2.
And another 2 bites the dust. And another one's gone. And another one's gone.
Another one bites the dust. Bow, bow, bow. Got the crazy diamond present.
Nice.
Yay?
Save the damn data.
Yes. Yes, I do want to save.
I got a diamond achievement for that bad boy.
Okay. Should we come back next time?
Let's come back next time. Thanks for hanging out. It's a long episode, we understand, but you know what? We got through another trial. See you later.
Yay, bye.
I am Monokuma, and I'm going to fill you with despair.
But I hope that I can be filled with hope.
How?
I don't know.
How do you fill yourself with hope? With despair.
You subscribe.
There?
Or there.
Or there?
And you watch that.
That?
Or that. I don't know.